where we left off.
Guys, what should we do for our next theory?
Mrs. Peregrine! Ah, that was very refreshing.
I just got sorted into Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw?
Ravenclaw's daughter?
I don't know.
Reducto! Ravenclaw, you might ask. Ravenclaw's daughter? Well, that's where our theory comes in.
Well, that leads us to our theory. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen. We haven't made a proper intro, but yeah, let's go. So here's our theory. Have you guys seen the movie or book, Mrs. Perigrines Home For Peculiar Children? Well, we have a theory on that. And I'm going to bring Cohen here just to show you how.
Our theory starts with Ravenclaw's daughter and Mrs. Peregrine. Our theory is that Miss Peregrine is Ravenclaw's daughter, and I'll leave it for more explanation. Zephyr?
Well, thanks, Cohen. So, here's the proof for this theory. First of all, the similarities in looks. Mrs. Peregrine, if you break it down, not with the hair color, but with the facial expressions and the complexion, looks a lot like the Grey Lady, aka Ravenclaw's daughter.
So we know how Ravenclaw died, or Ravenclaw's daughter died, right? Well, we're going to go into that more. So we know how she died. She was in an argument with the Bloody Baron, and she wanted to go with her mother, but the Bloody Baron wanted her to stay, and blah, 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 and Bloody Baron ended up killing her, and is it?
Our theory is that the Grey Lady didn't die. She made a time loop and became Mrs. Peregrine. And here's Zephyr for more explanation.
Thanks, Cohen. So, here's that more explanation. The way time loop works in Mrs. Peregrine is an accomplished school teacher, Mrs. Peregrine, her friends, can create a time loop, meaning at a certain point in the world, you can go back in time to that same place. And when you're there, every day repeats itself over and over again. But you can do whatever you want in that day. So, we believe that the Grey Lady is actually a wizard. Mrs. Peregrine is actually a wizard because she turns into a bird and is an animagus. So, okay, the way this works is that she escaped from the Bloody Baron and she goes off to create a time loop, right? Because her mother had an argument, but during this time she also steals the diadem and hides it. She dies in one timeline, but since she has a time loop, is alive and dead at the same time. Okay? So that means that's why she can be a ghost and be teaching a school of magical people.
Well, now when we think about Obscurials, we think about Ariana Dumbledore and the newest man, Credence from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And well, what we think is, what Mrs. Peregrine does is teach wizardry, right? Well, wouldn't people just go to Hogwarts if her school is literally in Wales? It's just right above the school. Well, what I'm thinking is that it's a school for Obscurials. I'll have Cohen to teach them to repress or to use their magic because instead of repressing it. And I think Newt Scamander might have been on his way to put Ariana Dumbledore into, just Mrs. Peregrine's Home For Obscurials.
Okay, so Ariana Dumbledore. Let's talk more about that. She accidentally killed her mother, Albus's mother, and Aberoth's brother in an act of repressed magic, aka obscuralism. So, when there was a duel between Aberthoth, Albus Dumbledore, and Grindelwald, it looked like Ariana was killed, but what we actually believe that Newt Newt's commander did a favor for Dumbledore. Comes in, apparates Ariana out, and apparates to Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So, of course.
We suspect all the monsters in Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children are just Dementors, linked to our other video. And that's our idea. Ian for more.
I'm filling in for him. So, Dementors and the monsters in Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. There are a lot of similarities here. There's one difference that is very important, though. The way they made themselves into Dementors, accidentally, of course, was by using the power of Mrs. Peregrine and the other teachers, which were in their animagus form, which means that they can actually turn back into humans occasionally because they were using the power of animaguses, which means they become animaguses between Dementors and humans. Well, that's it for our theory video. Accio Cloak.
Bye.
What should we talk about next?
I don't know.
Theory process video! Sorry guys, Ian isn't able to do this. He got caught in a confungus curse. Okay, so